So here's a fun, horrible story time. I'm pulling into my truck. I'm not being dangerous. One time I went to Monrovia Canyon Falls and I was taking pictures of my friend there. I was doing like amateur photography, and there's a beautiful waterfall up there, and it had rained, and I thought it would be a good idea to do this hike in jeans, and it was 114 degrees. If anyone knows anything about hiking or jeans, you know you shouldn't do that. You'll die. It's a death fabric. So I was dying in jeans. And so we finally got up there and I was taking all these really pretty pictures of them, and people thought that they were like actual models, which was hilarious because we're out in Hollywood, right? And so there's tons of tourists going on this hiking trail to Monrovia Canyon Falls, and they're all over the place. And they think that we're famous. We're not. We're just weird. So at this point, I'm about to die, like literally die of heat stroke. And so I get in the waterfall and they start taking pictures of me because I used to be much cuter. Believe it or not, I do have angles. Anyway, so I'm taking pictures and I'm like, oh, ooh, like pushed up against the rock and whatnot, and like doing like cute faces. And as I'm doing that, I'm like, what is this black stuff? And it was like moss. It looked kind of mossy. It was not moss. Spoiler alert, not moss. And there's patches of it all over. And as I'm like moving around in the waterfall and like trying to like get cool angles or whatever, I get really close to one of the like fuzzy balls of black stuff, and I get real close and I realize that it's billions of daddy long leg spiders in like masses to stay warm in the shady areas, and my face was like this close to all the billions of daddy long leg spiders, and there was just so many. And then I just like, I had to balance against the rock wall to get out of the waterfall pool that I was in and trying to not die of heat exhaustion. And there were so many spiders. Like if I had put my hand into that spider pile, my body would have left this earth. I would have been gone. Anyway, so that was the fun I had, and the only time I hiked to Monrovia Canyon Falls in 114 degrees and almost died of a billion daddy long leg spiders. Have a good day. Okay, I had to go find the photos because I didn't want people to think I was lying, that this ridiculous story happened. So here are the spiders. If they're not daddy long leg spiders, they were very long-legged spiders. Perhaps they were some other sort of spider. Whatever they were, they lived in Los Angeles and they traveled in packs when they were cold and were hiding. So those are the spiders that were literally millimeters from my face. Here's my face, literally millimeters from spiders without me knowing it. They're in the shady part of the rock that you cannot see. You can see, I put this in black and white because otherwise I would have looked like literal death from being so red from overheating. And here are my friends who I thought it was okay and safe as an early 20-year-old to have them climb a rock wall in dresses. God bless them. I'm still friends with them both. Thank God. But, you know, I just, made them climb rock walls just with no regard for their safety. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. You guys will be great, because I would have been great. And I project my confidence in myself onto you, whether or not you can actually do that. And then lastly, I just want to point out that this is us literally with tourists. You can see Jessica in a white dress in the background, and the rest is just these random families of tourists who thought we were famous, kept taking our pictures. This is actually not the first time this has happened to me. That's a different horrible story time when I had no boots and went riding a horse next to the ocean. Anyway, so this is how ridiculous it was. And you absolutely have to get filming permits because anything in Los Angeles County has legal rights, and I never did that. So it was the end.